Hey guys, welcome back to Endless Skies. This will be a probably fairly short episode, actually. I'm just going to do a little bit of recap of some stuff that me and Cormac did between episodes. Namely, so this tree is the good size tree. This other giant monster tree is now totally gone. Ta-da! Tree's gone. So we actually attempted cutting it down. We modified the vein miner to do an infinite number of blocks without stopping, assuming that your tool and your hunger held out. Went at it with some baconators or jerkinators or whatever to refill hunger. All kinds of stuff. It was still taking a really long time. So we just kind of went to world edit and deleted it, and that crashed the server about, well, it didn't like crash the server, but it kicked us off the server over and over again. So it took like most of the rest of the day to remove the tree bit by bit. So that's totally gone now. No more big giant tree-shaped eyesore. In the meantime, we actually got some of the resources out of it. Let me jump in here real quick. So we had set up the player interfaces to remove. Oh, that one's not on anymore. To remove the pieces of the tree from our inventories, just like we had the eggs being out of our inventory here. So we got 87,000 almost rubber wood, 73,000 raw rubber, and another 13,000 saplings. And that was just barely scratching the surface before we started just deleting it with the world edit. So that's only maybe a couple of percent into the tree that those numbers represent for the whole tree size. That thing was just ridiculously huge. Anyway, so after we got that cleaned up, the next day we came back in here and started working on our AE system some more. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 12 molecular assemblers here that we're using to auto-craft stuff. They're all hooked up to cables that are sharing the load, so nothing is over capacity on any of these cables. And all of these have 5 speed acceleration cards in them to make them craft things faster. And over here is the few machines that we have left on this wall, on our original power setup wall. We've got the sag mill here for silicone, but we don't even really need that anymore. That can be taken down. Pulverizer and a redstone furnace. More or less these can be taken down. We got the crafting storage upgraded to a 64K crafting storage so we can craft larger tasks and more complicated tasks. And I got the coprocessor on there to help out. Crafting terminal, pattern terminal, interface terminal, those are all the same. But if we open our interface terminal, yeah, you should see a lot more stuff in here now. So we have 6 advanced inscribers with all the recipes for things in them. An auto dropper, this I'll show you here in a minute. This is a special setup. The crystal growth chamber to grow the pure crystals. 48 molecular assemblers. That's actually because we have 12 of them, and each side, each of the assemblers is connected to 4 interfaces. That's why it says 48 there, not 12, because there's 48 connections, or there's 48 possible things. And then underneath that is nothing. Okay, so what? That was weird. Come here. Is my loot pet throwing food now? So basically everything here is hooked up through this cable to the controller, big giant shiny thing. That's like the brain of the computer. And all that is hooked up over here. Well, the assemblers are over there. All our other machinery, for the most part, is on the south wall over here. This is where the inscribers are, the energy acceptor for the inscribers. The crystal growth chamber is right there. And then we have a compact machine inside a compact machine. And on the stream the other day, was that last weekend? On the stream, we actually did a lot of testing with these compact machines. And you can do a lot of nested machines, like one inside another, and they work perfectly fine. Whenever you leave one, you just go up a layer, and whenever you go into one, it's just down a layer, basically. It's like going down and up through shells of a nested thing. Like those little, what are they, Russian dolls or something like that? Anyway, so let me jump into this one real quick and show you what's going on in here. So we have, from the top, the cable coming down with an interface on it to this auto dropper. This is like the Botania open barrel. Basically, any item that gets put into this block will be dropped out of it on a pretty much like one per tick, I think something like that, maybe once every couple of ticks. But it just constantly drops items that are in its inventory. So anything you put in there just goes tick, 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 tick out of it. And we have that sped up with this dark matter pedestal, so it's super fast. This will receive all the items necessary to make Fluix crystals. Let me see, is the pattern in here? Yeah. So the Fluix crystal stuff gets put into here, dropped into the water, because this particular item you have to drop the parts into water, and they fuse together and make the crystal. It's a charged Certus quartz crystal, one nether quartz, and a piece of redstone. So those get dropped in there. They fuse together into a crystal, and then this transfer node here, with the world interaction upgrade, pulls in items. And so it should pull those items into it, but it has a filter on it to only accept Fluix crystals. So as soon as the Fluix crystal is made, it pulls it out, and it goes in this chest, just kind of as a buffer, and then the import bus here removes it from the chest and goes back through this cable into the system underneath. Right there, it comes back in through this way. So the items go in there through the whole crafting system thing here, and then back out and into the system. And it's actually really cool how effectively these compact machines operate with AE2. You can run any of the cables in or out of any of the sides as long as you have it set up correctly, as long as you have all your interfaces and import-export buses, all that set up correctly. Then it'll treat that compact machine as though it's not even there. The information goes right through it. We're pretty much maxing out the smart cables here. That's the only place we have a little bit of an issue on cables, but I think this is about all the stuff we want to put here. If we expand and want any more of this kind of stuff, we have a whole nother, whole other wall over here to put stuff on. There's nothing over there. But if you guys don't know how AE operates and are, kind of lost with the Applied Energistics mod, let me know in the comments. I can do a tutorial video, or just kind of jump in here and go piece by piece and show you what everything does, how it operates, and the way to set it up. Because recently, actually quite recently, within the last couple of months, I had never used an AE system before, and in Sky Factory 2.5 I learned how to properly set one up and use it effectively. So if anybody else is in the same boat, never used one but you want to, then I can go through and do some tutorials. But for those of you that know how it all operates, you'll pretty much understand how this all is put together here and why we kind of did it the way we did it. And the cable here going outside is to another terminal, just like this one here. We'll probably end up putting the pattern and interface terminals outside as well, just so we don't have to come in here to mess with this stuff. But this is all pretty much the setup we're going to be using. Those will be taken down. This will be filled up the rest of the way. I got 64K storage cells in here, so we can store like way more stuff than the little 1K drives we had there. We've still got tons and tons of space in there. And I got the I/O port on there so that we can move stuff in and out of drives. If we need to clean one out or consolidate space, then we have the I/O port for that. Anyway, that's about it. That's the review, I guess. I had kind of a long day today, so I didn't really have time to get on here and do work. But I guess probably maybe starting back up tomorrow, we'll have a lot of time. And I'm thinking I want to get back into recording and uploading some videos on League of Legends. If any of you are watching and are interested, leave me a comment and let me know. Maybe go check out some of my older League random support videos or any of the just random League of Legends videos I have posted, and leave me some comments and stuff over there. People are actually still watching those. I was actually surprised. But anyway, I'll be doing a little bit more of that, kind of add more variety back into the channel instead of just doing one thing, for like 60 or 70 episodes and then switching to something else entirely. So anyway, that's it for this. Thanks for coming by and watching. I hope you guys are having fun. And until next time, have a good day.